Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from group 4. We will explain about our draft video entitled The Culture Tradition of Eid Celebration in Indonesia. Before we start our presentation, let me introduce our group member. First is Elly Yastutik Faudhiyah. Second is Nurul Faizah. Third is Safira Elfa. The next is Alma Rahmawati, Hamdatul Musyarrofah, Kurnia Rini, and the last is Putri Imtiyazah.
Indonesia is one of the countries that has a large Muslim population in the world. Thus, many Islamic celebrations are held each year, and one of the eagerly awaited celebrations is the Eid celebration. It becomes major national holidays in the country, which is a day off for the general population in which schools and most businesses are closed. Eid celebration, or most people known as Lebaran, aims to celebrate the end of the fasting at the end of Ramadan month, which has several unique traditions such as takbiran, halal bihalal, mudik, and others. Using new clothes during Idul Fitri also becomes one of the traditions that are so close and always run by many people as well.
In this video, we will explain about the definition of Eid celebration, Eid prayer, takbiran, mudik, sungkem with parent and the older family, and halal bihalal, and the last is special dish on Eid Fitri and the purpose.
Eid celebration, which is called Idul Fitri in Arabic, is celebrated on the first day of Islamic month, namely Shawwal, after fasting in the holy month of Ramadan. In Indonesia, the Eid celebration is the time for Muslims to visit core family and neighbors during the first day of Eid celebration, for their relatives on the next day, and colleagues in days 2 weeks later after they get back to work. They will ask forgiveness for any wrong they have committed by commonly saying Minal Aidin wal Faidin, which means please forgive the sins of my body and soul, and to preserve and restore harmonious relations.
The next slide is Eid prayer. After dressing their best clothes, people go to the nearest mosque to do Eid prayer, which is mosque conducted in the morning. Since Eid prayer has to be undertaken any time after sunrise until noon and must be so done in congregation. Eid prayer is usually carried out in the mosque, and the congregation will reach the courtyard of the mosque. Not a few also do the Eid prayer in the open place. Before doing the Eid prayer, Muslims are encouraged to eat in the morning. This means that on the Eid celebration, Muslim is no longer fasting as before in the month of Ramadan. The Eid prayer is slightly different from the usual prayer or the sunnah. The most different is that after takbiratul ikram, the congregation will have takbir 7 times in the first raka'at and 5 times in the second raka'at. Muslim people believe that if God accepts their prayers, then it also applies to their all other good deeds such as the fasting, the charity, and etc.
Okay, let's move to the next slide. It's about takbiran. The culture that is applied in Indonesia at the celebration of Eid are usually welcomed from the night of takbiran until the morning of Eid. The takbir cage as a sign of victory after fasting for a whole month. In this moment, it can be seen how people have fun together to celebrate it. They will take to the mosques or the streets, either using vehicles or just walking in groups, and usually accompanied by carrying fireworks or torches and chanting the takbir. It is also filled with the sounds of beduk drums and many people chanting the takbir. The drum beats will add to the mood of emotion and joy. Not only 1 or 2 drums that are beaten, but almost all the way, and also in the mosque will hit it with takbir. This will be very exciting and become one of the most eagerly awaited things during the Eid period, because this is the earliest agenda in each celebration itself.
The other tradition is mudik. Generally, people use public holidays, especially in Eid Fitri, to visit their parents and relatives, as this has become a traditional annual celebration for all Indonesian people. Therefore, in the week up to Eid Fitri, people begin to return to their hometowns. Although it cannot only be done on those days, and not only for certain religions, but in Indonesia, where the majority of the population is Muslim, in the days leading up to holidays like Eid Fitri is a time when people massively migrate to their respective hometowns, so that it becomes a specific tradition once a year. The term mudik is often associated with the annual tradition of people, especially those who live in big cities, to return to their hometowns on holidays. This term is also referred to as pulang kampung. It is not new that mudik becomes the foremost well-known way to celebrate Eid Fitri in Indonesia. It is done by gathering with an extended family and carrying out particular religious rituals together regularly within the family's hometown.
Sungkem with parent and the older family, also halal bihalal. After Eid prayer, most of Muslim family in one house will apologizing each other, which is called sungkeman. Sungkeman word is from Java language. The term sungkem means bowing or dedicatory sign to our parents. Technically, the older will sit down in a chair, especially grandmother and grandfather, or maybe in the house only mother and father, which the children will kneel down themselves to say sorry about everything happened in their life because of their mistake. Both parents and children will do the same thing and hug each other. This situation is so emotional and sacral for everyone because it's time to sincerely apologize together as a family. Also, it is time to be able to express feelings of affections that were previously difficult to say. The next agenda is halal bihalal. Halal bihalal is a tradition that has been done for a long time, where people will visit each other and celebrate it together with their extended family, friends, relatives, neighbors, or even those who we consider important to visit. It also has the same meaning as sungkeman as well. Furthermore, there's a special traditions that kids wait in halal bihalal agenda. That is when older people give money to them. However, those activities are related to Islamic value. Islam teaches us to be respect with older and younger people around. As for apologize when we do a mistake intentionally or unintentionally. Indeed, give a money is a symbol of alms in Islam. We taught to share with others about what we have because our money is not actually our, but there's other versions in our money too.
Special dishes on Eid Fitri and the purpose. First, about ketupat and opor ayam. Ketupat is a dish made from rice which is wrapped using traditional woven coconut leaves. In several regions in Indonesia, ketupat has many names such as tupat, topat, kupat, and tipat. Ketupat usually served with opor ayam. Ketupat is usually made in various sizes but still in the form of a cube which has 4 corners. Ketupat has a strong symbolism. The intricately woven leaves represent error caused by human nature, and the white rice in them stands for innocence, purity, and final deliverance from sin. Ketupat has a meaning on each side or corner. During the Islamic period of Sunan Kalijaga, he represented the meaning of 4 corners in ketupat. Ketupat has 4 meanings. There are Eid, Lebaran, Luberan, and Laburan. All of these things have a relationship with human nature. Eid means the door of mercy open wide against the mistake of others. Luberan means lavishing, giving alms to people who need it. Laburan means destroy and right of the sins that have been past for 1 year. And Laburan means purifying yourself and turning white like a baby. Apart from ketupat, opor is also very present at the moment of Eid. Opor is a dish that cannot be missed during Eid. Opor is a food made from chicken and coconut milk. The meaning of opor itself has the meaning of pangapunten or apology. In Islamic values, the combination of ketupat and opor is believed to be a symbol of sincere apology and a desire of mistakes with a pure heart.
The second one is about cookie. In its celebration, there are several typical dishes starting from the main menu until snack or cookie that are usually served or found in every house that we visit, such as nastar, putri salju, lidah kucing, and also kastengel. Nastar is a mandatory cookie that has to be served during its celebration with sweet, savory, and also soft taste with pineapple jam filling in it. While for the kastengel, it was made of cheese and has a delicious and savory taste of grilled cheese in it. However, this cookie is served not only on its celebration, but also almost in each religious celebration. Next is putri salju. This cookie is called as putri salju because the shape that looks like a crescent moon, which means a sleeping princess. This cookie has a denser texture, but it is very smooth when it goes into the mouth. Putri salju is made with sprinkling sugar powder that gives sweet and savory taste when eaten. And the last is lidah kucing. It is known as lidah kucing because this cake has a long and flat shape like a cat's tongue. The texture is soft but a little bit crunchy, and when bitten there will be a sweety milky taste that melts in the mouth.
Thank you so much for your attention. The last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.